Alright, Chapter Field Manual 1067-1, Chapter 28, Receipt Storage Issue of the Bulk Petroleum, Section 1, Bulk Petroleum Operation, Handling Procedure. You receive the bulk petroleum Class 3 supply point at 5,7,500 gallon tank. Semi-trailers, you must receive the petroleum tanker cars through the assault hose line of the bulk petroleum and arrive at the Class 3 supply point. Ensure that the retype will contain with a 10,000 gallon collapse of the tank, 20,000 gallon collapse of the tank, 50,000 gallon collapse of the tank. From the supply point, you can issue the bulk petroleum to tank vehicle with a tanker car with the chapter cover the step of the step. Proceed with the receipt of the storage issue of the bulk petroleum Class 3 supply point. Procedural illustration based on the fuel system supply point. They also apply with a 50,000 gallon collapsible tank. We cover the similar between the two operation environmental guidance in Chapter 1, Publication AR 201. Safety precautions. There are a number of safety precautions you must follow with the receipt of the store of the issue bulk petroleum. The precautions are listed. The hazmat material spill response must be present and available. Proper protective clothing and equipment must be worn to handle results during operation. Present post non-smoking signs around the area operation. Anyone working within the supply point, driving through an area through it, can see it immediately. Do not let anyone carry matches at the lighter for the operation area of the place fire extinguisher for the receipt with the issue storage and issue points. Keep it at least 25 feet with the tank of the vehicle during receipt with the issue operation. Also keep it all tracks coupled with the tank semi-trailers. While product is being trained for the semi-trailers could be moved quickly to their area in case of emergency. Keep the cam at the top of the rear of the curtain over the tractor and play with the tank vehicle and carrier loading and unloading prior with the curtains. Keep the current tractor from being splashed from the fuel with the vehicle catwalks. Keep wooden cone shape with the stopper handy on the bottom of the outlet of the tank over the case for the emergency of the load and unload tanker car. Also ensure the coal burning locomotive near the transfer area or have the smokestack and fire screens. Bond and ground all vehicle equipment before you start with the receive of the issue with the stop the pump and clean with the air spill at once. If there's possible sort of ignition, cover the air with the spill at once with the sand with the dry earth. If you have no source of ignition, hose down with the spill with the cover it with the sand and the dry earth. All contaminated soil must be removed with the spill according with the local state operation plan, state operation standard operating procedure, current regulations. Stop at the pump immediately. Inspect all grounds bonding connections. If you see sparks, ensure all of the grounding bonding connections are made to the bare metal to metal contact. If you cannot find any fault with the connection, look for the power equipment in the area to define with the cover with a straight current. Stop the transfer operation once, and close the cover of the tank vehicle with a hinged dome of the tanker car. If the fire starts with a screw type of the dome of the tank over the car, smooth over the flames. Throwing a wet tarpaulin or blanket over the dome, spraying the flames with a carbon dioxide foam fire extinguisher. Stop all transfer operation if there is any of the enemy tank electrical storm fire in the air that could cut off the flow of fuel with the tank vehicle with the tanker car. Remove the hose with the move of the vehicle with the tanker out of the danger zone. Use equipment for the handling one type of the product with the prevent product contamination. If you have the same equipment, the hose handle some of the products, drain the equipment thoroughly with the product is just handled with the clean and necessary with the additional use with the tank of the vehicle with the tanker cars to carry with one type of the product. If you must use the more fuel, one fuel, inspect, clean them between loads. Military Handbook 200. Ensure electrical equipment use the area of the explosion proof, good operation condition. Do not permit welding, open flames, or lights other than approved with explosion-proof flashlights, lanterns within 100 feet of the receipt of the storage issue operation. Place drip pans under the location where the leaks and spills will occur. The drip pans should be used with wind and air connecting, disconnecting hose line piping couplings. They should also be placed under tank vehicles or tank car loading and unloading connections. Safe identification markers mark a product with view handle that identifies shown with the AR 385-30 and 750-58 and military standard 161. Must identify the type of the product, each of the storage point with a stencil mark, the details and placards. See Chapter 24 with the safety markings required on tank vehicles. Tank car loading and unloading site. The number of steps are required to select with the prepare of the tank car loading and unloading site. These steps are described in Chapter 11. Section 2, Receipts, Preliminary Procedures.